Oh, I love America.
Welcome, everyone, to the Vet Playbook Podcast. I'm your host, Terrence Scott, and this is the myth, the man, and the legend.
That is not
Lee
true,
Griffith.
but I'm happy to occupy some space in a seat and share some good information with everyone in reference to the VA home loan and the home buying process and all that with the pro in the room. So
come on, man,
it's good.
We're excited. We're excited. I'll tell you what, this podcast is specifically geared to veterans, and our heart is to inspire, to educate you in the home loan process for veterans. And we're going to just dive right in, man. We're going to start this journey. And over the course of time, we're going to have guests on, and we're just going to share what we know, our experiences, and hope this helps you in your journey, your quest for home ownership.
Right.
So, Lee, man, we've started this journey. You've started a team, and I'm so grateful to be a part of it, along with a few others, and the Mil-Spec team. Right here in my home group. Yeah. Talk to us about that.
Sure. So, we started this really in 2018. We started educating on the VA home loan because there was just an abundance of misinformation. I'm going to say confident misinformation out there.
Yeah.
And it was coming from veterans groups, other real estate agents, loan officers, people that we might think are trusted professionals. And oftentimes they don't know what they don't know.
Yeah.
And the VA home loan process, the loan itself, the home buying process, it can have some nuances that can cost a veteran or active duty military member a lot of money.
Yes.
And they don't know. So that's why we're here. So we continue to spool up this team and bring professionals in, veterans, veteran advocates, and it's a powerhouse.
Yes.
So now we're here with the podcast.
Come on.
And let's get some good information.
We're excited. I tell you, I respect you so much for doing that and being one of the leaders here in the West Valley in the charge of that, because it's so vitally important. We're saving veterans hundreds, if not thousands of dollars per transaction, just because we're educated on the subject matter.
That's exactly right. And I think an important part of this, when we started doing VA home loan classes in 2018, part of that mission was not to solicit.
Yeah.
Right. It was, we want to make sure that you as the veteran, you have the good information that you need. And if Aunt Mary happens to have a real estate license, awesome. Yeah. Let's get you, and if needed, Aunt Mary up to speed.
So good.
So that if something is incorrect or not tracking right as you're hearing it, you can raise your hand or what have you and know, like, just being an educated consumer is super important. So not a push for Mil-Spec in particular. We just want you to be empowered as a veteran, so you know what the heck's going on.
That is so good. So powerful, man. We're hoping to build trust with you and be a source of information and knowledge for you and for your agent.
So,
if you don't have an agent, we're here. But if you do, God bless you, and we wish you the absolute best. But we are a stop for that. So, Team Mil-Spec, let's talk about, Lee, the VA home loan, what it encompasses, maybe from a 30-foot view for our guests today. What is the VA home loan specifically?
Sure. So the VA home loan it's a zero down home loan. It really comes from, in 1944, it was part of the GI Bill. So as service members were returning from World War II, it was recognized that there were some things that the U.S. government needed to do to be a level set for all of those returning soldiers and airmen and sailors. Most often, we understand the GI Bill to be a part of the education process, right? But what was also part of that GI Bill was the VA home loan. So zero down option, it is not a loan from the VA or the government. They are simply guaranteeing it on behalf of you for your sacrifice and service made. So that really is what it is. So zero down, again, as a level setting, they knew these people coming back needed to buy a home for these young families. So they put it together, and it exists today.
I love it. So 0% down.
Right.
Any specifics, and we're going to dive into this a little bit deeper, but just to kind of give you a little bit more of an overview, with the credit score.
Right.
So
Yeah.
this does not require a certain credit score. The actual lender requires the credit score.
That's exactly right. So, we see this as one of those bits of information that comes up all the time.
Yeah.
And we'll see it pop up in different real estate groups or veteran groups where somebody says, hey, what's the minimum credit score that I need to have to buy a house?
Yeah.
And answers are all over the board.
Yeah.
And oftentimes we'll see, you need a 620 credit score, a 650 credit score, a 580 credit score. Here's the reality of that is the VA has no credit score requirement, right?
Correct.
No credit score requirement from the VA. The credit score requirements that we see and why they're all over the board is because that is specific to that particular lender.
Yes.
So one lender may have a credit score requirement for VA of 620, and another one might be 500.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's compensating factors in reference to length of time on job, what kind of credit mix there is, debt to income ratio, some of the other things we'll get into at a later time. But there's other things that go into that. But VA has no credit score, minimum credit score requirement.
So good. So Lee, talk to me about this. I get this question all the time when I'm working with my veterans and we're helping them find homes.
Right.
And more so from spouses.
Sure.
That I've seen over the last few months, specifically.
Sure.
A spouse who has, unfortunately, a deceased spouse who was in the military.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
Sure.
Do they qualify for the VA home loan?
So in some instances, yes. And I'll be a bit clearer in reference to that. So a surviving spouse, there's that falls into a couple of categories. One is if the surviving spouse, if their military member, if you will, was killed in action, they automatically qualify for survivor benefits. And part of that is the VA home loan.
Yeah.
Also, if it's a service-related disability, so they don't need to be killed in action, but if it's a service-related disability, and we know as veterans, there's a lot of things that fall into that category.
Yeah.
But if it's a service-related disability that has caused their death, then they also would qualify for survivor benefits, and the VA home loan is part of that.
Wow. Incredible. Well, guys, thank you so much. We're always going to keep this short and sweet.
Yep.
So you can be attentive and so you can share this with your friends, share this with your loved ones. And please don't hesitate to like the podcast, to subscribe to the podcast, and leave us a comment. Ask questions, and we will try our very, very best in future podcasts and episodes to answer those questions for you and for your family.
Right on.
Lee?
Love it, man.
Number one.
We're excited.
All right. Have a great day.
Oh, I love America.